doesn't see this or no everywhere he doesn't see. So just like that also. Just like that, Bhagavan is everywhere. He's inside, outside, he's everywhere. His Paramatma is everywhere in each thing. Inside us also. And also outside us as well. He's everywhere. He's the smallest of the small and also the biggest of the big. This God, Bhagavan. So I told, so like this, he's everywhere. And also I told also, just like for example in the courtyard of a house, there is a cow bound there, like in some place. So the cow is not everywhere in the courtyard, just in one place. So in the same way, Bhagavan, although he's everywhere, according to the Prema Madhurya of the devotees, he manifests his own form. According to the kind of the devotee, he manifests his swarup, his form accordingly to the devotee. Like Krishna, in front of Hanuman, he manifests as like Ram, and also Krishna in front of gopis, he manifests as like their beloved, in the form of Radha Madan Mohan. Gopi Kanta also this form to the gopis. This is also Viruddha Dharma in Krishna, means opposite nature. And also I told that Krishna is Vishaya Tata, so he is the object of all kinds of love. He is relishing himself. He is relishing. He is the Vishaya of all the pleasures. He is the object of all the love, and also he is relishing all the loves. And Srimad Radharani and the gopis, they are the Ashrayata. They are the shelter of the divine love. Gopis. They are Ashrayata Srimati Radhika. And for the happiness of Krishna, to give happiness to Krishna, they manifest their form, beautiful form and sweetness. And Krishna thinks, okay, how can manifest more their sweetness and beauty? Krishna thinks. In this world you can say, for example, the time of the marriage, the wedding, the bride and bridegroom, both they come from the beauty parlor. In the time of the wedding ceremony, both are completely decorated, both the bride and bridegroom. What is the meaning of decorating themselves? So the people can say, who can be more beautiful, like the bride and bridegroom? This happens in the time of the wedding ceremony. But who is more beautiful? People they attract more for, they become more attracted to the bridegroom. To the bride. Both are very beautiful. Both they put the makeup. Both put makeup. Bride and bridegroom. The lady and the man both put makeup. But still we see that the Dulan is the bride. Who is the female? Dulan, this Hindi one. So the beauty of the bride is more beautiful. Because this is our language, not this Hindi. Dulan means bride and bridegroom. Because the sannyas, they married so many people, they know everything. More than 100 marriages I did in my life. More than 100 weddings I did. What I want to say is the same way. Radha and Krishna. Who can manifest more their beauty and sweetness? That's why here is saying that See how beautiful this. This all comes in the Viruddha Dharma, these opposite natures we were speaking about. तो सौ माने के बता सकते when gopis they see Krishna, like for example in this world, if a person is beautiful or handsome, if we look at them, we want to look at them. And also if you see them only one time, you close your eyes, then you continue thinking about them. Just like the monkey. The monkey, he's just seeing one time and he like closes his eyes, but he already knows where you are. Then after that the monkey just attacks you. So with the eyes, we are licking the forms with our eyes. With the eyes, we are licking the beauty and sweetness with the eyes. Like with our proper actual tongue, we eat food like prasad, but actually we lick the forms with our eyes. So when gopis see Krishna, they feel so much happiness. They feel ananda. So much bliss in seeing Krishna. What can I say? And also Krishna feels much bliss also. By seeing both of them, this happiness, who feels more happiness when they see each other? So actually, the gopis, they relish more than Krishna. You have to think about this, like put your mind to think really. First they said that Krishna is Vishaya, object of love. He's Aswadak, he's the relish. He's relishing. Aswadak, he's relishing. But now here saying, actually gopis, they also are relishing. Actually gopis are relishing as well. The gopis, they feel so much ananda and relishing so much when they see Krishna. Just like, for example, if you haven't eaten a rasagula, you cannot just relish without eating rasagula, not just by speaking. Maybe if you just speak about the rasagula, you feel some saliva, like this. But really relishing the rasagula, you have to eat the rasagula, you have to eat it. So the gopis, what they are doing, they feel so much bliss in their eyes when they see Krishna. When Krishna goes for grazing cows, all the gopis, they give up their household duties. They get out of their house and they stand just to see Krishna. And they become completely immersed in seeing Krishna. Because what's the fruit of relishing Ananda? This is being said here. What kind of feeling gopis have when they see Krishna? They become romanchak, compasru, they become stunned and changing, they become stunned and also trembling like this. And their feet don't move, they cannot walk. And the gopis are saying, hey Govinda, when we see you, we cannot walk. We cannot walk. When we see your beautiful form, our body becomes like stunned. Any part of our body doesn't move. Become everything still. We're just standing there. And then comes our mother-in-law and says, what are you doing? I told you this. I told you, mother-in-law says, it's not the son of Nanda Maharaj, it's the ghost of Nanda Maharaj. This means the ghost belonging to Nanda Maharaj. This mother-in-law tells them. So you see, just you saw him and his ghost came in your body. This ghost of Nanda Maharaj is now possessing your body. You know, sometimes the ghost possesses someone's body. If someone is possessed by the ghost, for example, he's not. Sometimes, actually, who's speaking is the ghost. Have you seen someone possessed by a ghost? He's not like speaking about himself, like his activities. He's actually, the ghost is speaking in his place. So, when they see Krishna, they become completely still, means they are completely still. They cannot walk, they're like completely stunned. And what the mother-in-law will do? But they ask, mother-in-law, we are young. Because it's normal if we are young to be attracted to another young person as well. Just as like a young boy and young girl, like a lady and guy, they become attached to each other. When you become old, you're not so much into this. Because your life is like from Chandramukhi, then Suryamukhi, and then Jalamukhi. So you're not attracted like this when you're older like this. Because of this Surjamukhi and like this. Oh, she became old, go. She became old, go. You can put so much makeup, but still it's nothing, you know, it's useless. It's old now. So this is material world, but in the transcendental world, it's not like that. Krishna is always young, you know, ever fresh, newly formed. So his beauty is so much, you know, his sweetness and beauty. So this old lady, like the mother-in-law is telling the gopi. The daughter-in-law is telling mother-in-law, I am young, also Krishna is young. So if you cannot see him with your eyes, you can even see him at least with our mind. Gopi is telling her mother-in-law. Until when you're gonna lock me inside my house, inside the house? Hey, old lady, tell me, why are you coming outside the house then to see Krishna? Why are you coming outside the house? You were old, 80, 90 years old. Understand? In Brihad Bhagavatam, in the story of Nava Vrindavana Katha, by seeing the beautiful form of Krishna, Padma, she was wife of Ugrasen, and she was old. Who is this Padma? No, I'm not saying about a gopi named Padma, I'm telling about the wife of Ugrasen. She was old. She was, like trembling her head, because when you become old, your body is like always trembling, like your head, your hand trembles also all the time, your feet also. So she was old. So in the same way, daughter-in-law is telling mother-in-law, you're old, so why are you coming outside the house? Because so much bliss when you see Krishna, by seeing Krishna. And also, like they become so eager to see Krishna. What is the word they say? Abala Brita Banita. For example, even as a small boy, young girl, man, woman, married, non-married, old or old man, old woman, all of them, they are eager to see Krishna. Nobody can stop themselves. Like they cannot avoid to do that because they feel so much bliss in seeing Krishna. And if you only one time you see Krishna, like you don't want to see anything else in this world, you don't like anything else. Our bhajan sadhana is going for this. If you one time you have the darshan of Krishna. Narada Rishi, he was chanting this mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, and Bhagavan, just like a lightning, gave him a glimpse of his form, very quick darshan. Narada Rishi, he fainted at that moment. And then when he woke up, when he came back to his consciousness, he was remembering. And it was, he had darshan of, he didn't have darshan of Krishna like Brajendrananda Shamasundara. He had darshan of Chaturbhuj, four-armed Narayan. But he started remembering so much and he was eager to have that darshan again. So he was praying to Bhagavan, Hey Prabhu, please give me darshan again. And came an aerial voice and said, Narad, not possible for you. Not possible for you in this body. When you're this 5-element body, like this, so you know the body made with 5 elements. When this finish, then fall down like this, then you get the transcendental spiritual body. Then you'll be able to come to my dham, transcendental, my dham, and also see my form. From that day on, Narada Rishi was thinking, what will I want, like what is in this world that I can see, like nothing. I don't want to see anything in this world, I don't want to speak of anyone. So he decided to stay in one place alone, in a mode of goodness place, sattvic place. And the Mahabharata says that what is to stay in a mode of goodness place? Means to stay in a solitary place like in the forest. For example, in the cave of the forest, in the jungle, to stay alone there. And remembering this leelas in the form of Lord. If you stay in the city or place where there are many people, we'll just speak with the people, we have to speak with the people, and like this. This is an obstacle for your remembrance of Lord. But if you stay in a solitary place, for example, like in the jungle, which is a mode of goodness place, if you stay in the city, people tell, hey Maharaj, people like disturb, for example, Maharaj, you're a saint, please tell me about my daughter, something, please, I'm sick, please help me, and oh, my daughter, my granddaughter, everyone is sick, please bless. And Maharaj tells the person, hey, go to the doctor. But the person says, please Maharaj, bless me somehow, put your hand like this, do this for me, do that for me, like bless me like this. This world is like this. And the saints also, they need to do this. Because if he doesn't do that, nobody will come to him. If he doesn't do these things, nobody will come to him. So he has to behave according to the people of this world. Lokik Vyabhar, like mundane behavior. He needs to do that as well. Maharaj, please come to my house and take prasad. He has to go. But when the saint is like in this other state, you don't need to go to anyone's house. You don't want to relate to anyone. You just want to stay alone in the forest, eating the fruits of the forest, drinking the pure water of the river. I remember when we went to the places in south of India to know the place of Mahaprabhu, there was one temple called, what's the name? Anyway, he said I couldn't get sorry. So this temple, until nowadays I remember this place. Tambunad. Anyway, Mahaprabhu took bath there. It's a very beautiful river, a very beautiful place. How can I explain the water of this river? Wow, so blue and crystalline, like completely transparent and blue. This water, like just by seeing the water, you want to drink the water because it's so pure water. Mahaprabhu took bath there. I remember taking bath in the river. When Mahaprabhu took bath, there is a beautiful mark, like of the footprints of Mahaprabhu there. Chaitanya Charitamrita explains about this place. So such a beautiful place. And nearby there is the Brindachal Parvat and some place of Agastha Rishi. And it's also such a beautiful place. If you don't go to this place, you never know about it. It's in the bank of the river. And it suddenly the mountain is like up, and then suddenly the mountain goes down like this. It's until now this. How come the mountain completely like bowing down? The mountain is bowing down because the story of this mountain is like this. Vrindachal Parvat and Himalaya. These two mountains, two brothers. Vrindachal Parvat, a mountain, and also Himalaya Parvat, Himalaya mountain. Himalaya is in the north, and Vrindachal is in the south. Some people say that this word Hindu, people explain. Bhaktivinoda Thakur also wrote about this word Hindu. What is the source of this word Hindu? Because in the Veda Purana, this word is not there, Hindu is not there. Only Sanatana Dharma. So where does the word Hindu come from, So many stories behind this, Many. For example, in Punjab, there's a river. Sindhu? Called Sindhu. Sindhu River in Punjab. It's a pure river. Have you seen this river? No? What did you say? You're a Punjabi or not? So okay, there's this river, Sindhu. And when the Portuguese people came, understand? From Portugal. The language of Portugal is Portuguese. And also in Brazil they speak Portuguese. And the language of Portugal is also Portuguese. So they came, these people, Portuguese people came. Rio. So in Portuguese, the word river is rio. They speak the R. They speak the R like a H. Arroz. You see rice, they say arroz. You write with R. They write with R. But when they pronounce, they say with H sounds. No, the R sometimes in Portuguese because of H sounds. So the ra, they like silence this ra, this word, like this sound, ra, like a rio. No, they speak rio, like this. So when these Portuguese people came, so from Sindhu words, they were speaking like this Hindu. This Sindhu became Hindu. They start speaking like this. This sound of this word, Sindhu, became Hindu for the Portuguese people. Actually, see that this Vedic culture, the origin of this Vedic culture is in Punjab, actually, in the banks of this Sindhu river. If you see the Vedic culture, this Vedic culture of India, what is the origin of all this culture? Arja Jati and Anarja Jati, like two kinds of people. Like Anarja Jati means those who don't believe in the form of God. They are atheist people, actually. Arja means like Aryan, Arja, those who believe in God. In Ramayana and Bhagavata, and also in the Mahabharata. This word is written, Arja, like Arjaputra. Shrimati Radhika says like this. Arjaputra. She mentioned this name, Arjaputra Shrimati Radhika. Although Krishna, he was not married that time. When Uddhav, he came from Mathura to Vrindavan. Actually, Krishna was not in Dwarkapuri yet. Krishna hadn't married yet. Actually, he married in Dwarka, Krishna, isn't it? Understand? So this is very confusing thing. But in Bhava, in Prema, Shrimati Radhika says in this shloka. After marrying these ladies, he came back here. He came back. And did they ever speak our names and call our names while we were with these other ladies after marrying them? So has this Krishna ever spoken to these new wives or new ladies that they are more pretty than the gopis, more beautiful than the gopis? Or maybe he said opposite also, like Shrimati Radhika thinking about what Krishna. And maybe Krishna would say, oh no, you are nothing compared to the gopis. Shrimati Radhika is thinking like this. Or maybe Krishna would say, oh no, these gopis, they are from the village. This is the Brahmana Gita, you can read in the Brahmana Gita. Then Shrimati Radhika is saying, oh, like Krishna saying, oh, these gopis are from village. What do they know? Their languages, Vraj language is full of this tuta, is like some. Have you learned the Vrajavasa, the language of Vraj? They speak like this tuta, these kind of words, and it's like what is that? Kai, they speak like this, they speak like very short things. But all these princesses means like Rukmini Satyabhama. Actually, Shrimati Radhika is not taking their names, but she said Narendra Kanyan means like the princesses. Because Krishna marries with the princes, all the wives that Krishna married, they were all princesses, So have you ever remembered us? Or taking our name directly or indirectly? Shrimati Radhika is thinking this in the Brahmana Gita. I describe this in the book also. So much happiness in this by reading this maybe or speaking. So I'm saying that the source of our Vedic culture of India is from Punjab in the bank of the river Sindhu. So this is about there is we listen about the devatas, demigods. Arja means devatas, demigods, like those who have faith in God. Anarja means demons. From like infinite time, in limited time, these demons and demigods, they always fighting each other. This from always have been like this. Understand? If you think about it. So this Sindhu, so they become talking this. The Portuguese people are not speaking Sindhu; they were saying Hindu. The Portugal people, they were referring to these rivers like Hindu. So this name became later differentiated, became spread. Actually, not find this Hindu word in any Shastra, and in Veda Purana Upanishad, nothing about this Hindu word, but only the word Sanatana Dharma and also Arja, this word. Sanatana and also the word Arja, like Arya. This word is in the Shastra, not the word Hindu. Understand? So beautiful. Okay, continue. So in the north, Himalaya mountain. In south, Vrindachal mountain. There are two brothers actually, these two mountains. So that's why Himalaya Hi and Vrindachal Hindu. Like Vrindachal. There's the Bindu Sarovar also there. That's why again Hindu. Also some people explain this also. Like he from Himalaya and because Himalaya he, you know, and Vrindachal. There's the Bindu. There's a Bindu Sarovar there. And also his wife's name Brinda Basi. She asked me what's the name of wife of Vrindachal. Vrindachal wife. What is the name of? Brinda Basi. Name of wife of Vrindachal. And also I told another name. I wrote. Check her what's actually Brinda Vasika name is the daughter of the wife of this Vrindachal. It's Materadka actually. Means daughter of wife of Vrindachal is Materadka. In some yugas it's like this. To reconcile this is very difficult in the Vidagda Madhava Nartakam. No, sorry. In the Lita Madhava Nartakam, Rupa Goswami wrote. Kajala Devi.
Kajala Devi. Kajala Devi. Kajala.
Oh, Kajala.
Yes. Also, so wife of Vrindachal name is Vindabhasini. Or another name is Kajala Devi. So one name Vindavasini.
Vrindachal Rani.
Also another name is Vrindachal Rani and also Kajala Devi. Three names of wife of the Vrindachal. Agastya Samhita. So the Agastya Samhita mentions this. You find all this. Because this Vrindachal mountain is the disciple of Agastya Rishi. Can you copy this? So both grew up, one in north, another in south. This is Himalaya in north and Vrindachal in south. They're like competition. And Vrindachal even grew higher. But Vrindachal became very like high, just like in the peak high, you know. Himalaya he spread more like to the sides also. For example, if the person is very skinny, it's like different. But if the person is like fat and like big also, and also tall at the same time, you'll like to see this kind of person. For example, Punjab people, they're fat and also tall, isn't it? You're Punjabi, no? So you're Punjabi. This is like Satarji. They're fat and also like tall. Their strength. Like a cow, like very strong. But the Vrindachal, the mountain in the south, he didn't become fat. He was skinny and very tall, but skinny. Some people like this, some girls they are very thin and very high, very skinny and high, tall. Some girls, not so beautiful. Okay, she can be tall, no problem. Girls, but at the same time, should be a little bit fat. Then not be nice and beautiful. Like fat, like not so skinny. Like so, the Vrindachal, the mountain Vrindachal said, he was not fat, only growing up, tall. The two brothers, they're competing. They're doing so much the competition, the two brothers. So the demigods thought they'll stop the movement of the sun. Because this Vrindachal, it was so big and so high. Even the rays of the sun could not go to the other side because it was so big. The rays of the sun, they're not going to the other side of the mountain. So the demigods thought, what will we do? Because they're growing up because of their own strength, for their own sadhana bhajan, so what to do? So Brahmaji, he told Agastya Rishi, oh look, your disciple, he's stopping the movements. No, he's stopping like the rays of the sun to come to the other side. Tell him to go down, otherwise our creation will be destroyed. Because if the rays of the sun don't come, then the creation cannot continue. The creation will be destroyed. So Agastya Rishi, he said, okay. Agastya Rishi came, and by seeing his guru, Vrindachal did pranam, like bowed himself to his guru. Agastya Rishi said, Vrindachal, I have to go somewhere. If I don't come back, you should continue like this, doing pranam to me, like bowing to me. And the story said like this. So Vrindachal, he was doing pranam to his own guru, like this, bowing down. Agastya Rishi left and never came back. So he went to somewhere and never came back. So the story is like this. So Agastya Rishi left only one way and didn't come back. So if you go to south of India, in this bank of this river, Pacific River, even the scientists don't know how possible the mountain is completely like bending down the mountain. It just looks like a very tall person is like doing pranam, like bowing himself. Very amazing. What I was speaking before, I went to another direction. Okay, Govinda Dash. So much happiness by seeing Krishna. So in the Bhagavatam, so this sloka is saying that when gopis saw Krishna, it was a festival party of bliss in their eyes. So when Krishna was going crazy, grazing cows, gopis, they feel so much happiness, like they make a party with their eyes. Because in a party, you have to put nice cloth, everything is nice. So much happiness you feel. For example, decorate your house when there is a party. You call your friends, nice food, nice drink, with beautiful words. Also, you speak to them, dancing, singing. This Ananda Utsav means like party. So much bliss. So gopis, with their eyes, they're making this party, this festival. So all the bliss that Krishna feels, actually, billions of times more, gopis, they feel the bliss in their hearts, billion times more than Krishna. So gopis are relishing. First, we said that Krishna was the only relisher, but now gopis are actually also relishing. These some technical words you have to know. I told that Krishna is a sadhak, he's a relisher, he's relishing. But even the gopis also do that. They feel so much ananda by seeing Krishna. Like gopis in their heart, they don't want their own bliss, happiness, but still they feel so much. Like for example, if you serve, you feel the sevananda, means the bliss in serving. Look, the happiness gopis feel when they see Krishna. Krishna actually also, he relishes that happiness. Maybe no. So the gopis manifest like a increase so much their beauty and sweetness, and Krishna also the same, increasing his beauty and sweetness both. In this world is not possible. One time you go to the beauty parlor, enough, not possible more, more than that. But Krishna and gopis, when Krishna sees the beauty of the gopis, he also increases his own beauty, and gopis see beauty of Krishna and also increase their own beauty like this. It's not possible in this world. And another thing, so Krishna also sees the gopis, and also the gopis also increase their own beauty also. So there is both they are increasing their beauty and sweetness, both gopis and also Krishna, he is increasing his beauty and sweetness. So the two premas is just, it's like a competition. It's a competition. Just like when you do parikrama. Who will have the darshan of Thakurji first? It's like a competition, parikrama. If you get or not, but you want to go first. If you put a barrier, anything, you think you'll not get that, like even prasada, you think, oh, I'll not get, then you want to go first. There's so many apples, there's banana, and for everyone, it's okay. I will give to you, it will be given to you also. Only 30 people, 300 people, but there's bananas for everyone. But you think, no, you want to jump on the top of each other to get first. I want to take line. No, I don't line. I don't line up. Isn't it? You can see. There's so much competition. I want to get. Why? Because a person thinks I will not get. If I don't do this, I won't be able to get. So the same way. This prema of the gopis and Krishna, according to their beauty and sweetness, they are having the competition. How much they can manifest and increase their beauty and sweetness like this competition. Gopis are not want their own happiness, so why they're increasing their sweetness and their beauty? Because gopis think, when Krishna sees us more beautiful, he'll feel so much more happiness. For example, in this world, when you put a nice cloth, when we arrange your hair nicely, whatever you do for decorating yourself, you make for your own happiness or for the other people's happiness? It's not for your own happiness. It's for the happiness of other people. Like, how much they'll be attracted to me, like, happy to see you like this, attracted. If I come in the form of putana, people not like, so, because we're not looking at their own form. Do you see your own form? Only in the mirror. Also, there's also some happiness you want to look in the mirror. When you put some cloth, nice cloth like this, actually it's to attract the others. For example, in the time of the wedding, if you go with normal cloth to the wedding, people will not respect you in the wedding. If you go underdressed like this, actually also don't want. For example, you don't want to put all this expensive cloth and nice cloth, but if you go to this place, you need to put, like for example, in the wedding. You have to put like a valuable ornaments. You have to put why? For your happiness? No, for the other people say, oh, this person, this daughter-in-law of that person, oh, so nice ornaments he has. Oh, this person, yeah, nice. In the wedding ceremonies, this happened. Everyone, whatever you have, like the golden, the silver, maybe you hide in someplace like all the time, but in the wedding you put these ornaments of gold like this. But in the other part of your time of the year, you put in a lock, like in a chest, safe. You don't wear all the time these golden ornaments, real gold ornaments. So why we use ornaments in this world? Ornaments to attract others. people look at you and will glorify us. When look at us, will praise you or like glorify you. Oh, that person. Oh. You can say anything in your mind, but actually, sorry. So Gopi is saying, there's ornaments and nice clothes that gopis wear, only for happiness of Krishna actually. And then Krishna feels happy, they feel ananda, bliss. Krishna says, hey gopis, you decorated so nicely, so beautifully. One gopi, she came to Ras Leela, and her all alankaras were very nice, all ornaments. But in one eye she had the kajal, another eye she didn't have the kajal. Krishna taught this gopi, hey, there's kajal in one eye and another eye. Like all your cloth, everything's fine, perfect, except for this. Gopi said, Kanaya, I was coming but to play the flute in the between. I was preparing myself to come meet you. I was getting dressed up and like getting ornamented, putting ornaments. I put all the ornaments, all the 16 ornaments, 20 alankar and 16 sringar ornaments. Anyway, so she was putting put the kajal in one eye. When I was going to put in the other eye, you played the flute. I heard the sound of the flute that time. Then I came running. So this Braj Kirtan says, I prepared everything to see you. I was preparing. So if you come running quickly, for example, if you go to catch a train, you have to go quickly. What do I take? What do I not take? Maybe you forget your passport, you come to the airport without your passport. Like when you go quickly, you forget things, And how will you travel without a passport? You took all your luggage, you brought everything. When you come to the airport, what did you forget? The document to travel, the ID, the passport you left in your house. What to do then? Finish, miss the flight. This happens or not? Yes. Because if you do quickly or in a hurry, the more you you forget. So that's why you should be like going slowly and calmly, So Gopi is saying, I prepared everything for you, like to meet you. I prepared myself. Kanaya, I was coming, but to play the flute. So by seeing the beauty of gopis, Krishna also, he increases his own beauty. So the happiness both they feel also, like Krishna and gopis, also is like rival competition. So Ananda gopis feel in their heart by seeing Krishna, and also the Ananda Krishna feels in his heart by seeing gopis. Both this happiness they have, it's competition also. Who is feeling the more the happiness also? Then this is also a competition. So beautiful. Like who can increase more? It's a competition. Nobody can compete like that, but they both are competing. But both, like the gopis, they don't only want to give happiness to the senses of Krishna. All the gopis, when they put a beautiful cloth and beautiful ornaments, whatever they do, is for the happiness of Krishna. Whatever gopis do is for the happiness of Krishna. Only for the happiness of Krishna. To put the ornaments, nice cloth. This is what? For the happiness of Krishna. Understand? Like in this world. When it's the birthday, when you celebrate the birthday of your son or of your daughter, you prepare like a very beautiful, you become very beautiful, so put nice clothes, you call your friends, you make nice party, festival. It's Ananda Utsav, like blissful party. Like you put very nice clothes on that day. Understand? For example, on the day of Deepavali also, according to the Hindu culture, in the Deepavali also, everybody decorate their house very beautifully. Why they decorate nicely? Because today Bhagavan will come to my house. So for example, gopis also decorate so well their house. Not for listening glorification, but being praised. Actually, it's for the happiness of Krishna. They do that because Krishna will see that and he'll be very happy. So like that. So whatever gopis have is prem. This prem of the gopis is actually transcendental lust. And the prem of gopis is transcendental lust. Because actually the word kam, lust, comes from giving actually all the bliss and happiness. This kam dhatu, this verbal root kam. Kam means like giving all the happiness, and verbal root kam. Fulfilling all the desires means giving all the happiness. So when Krishna was grazing cows, at that moment Krishna was so beautiful. That Vanamala, the garland that gopis did, Krishna is using this garland in such a beautiful way. That when Krishna goes grazing cows, to gather the cows, when the cows they go running here and there, Krishna needs to gather them up. And that garland Krishna is using, the garland is moving, just like a upavit, sacred thread. It looks like a sacred thread. This garland, such a beautiful form. Rupa Goswami Pad, he wrote a sloka about this. Then when Krishna goes grazing the cows, the beauty of Krishna is so much. What can be described about that? So beautiful. He's smiling and he's walking in such a way. And the Braj Gopis with their eyes. Archit. Or they worship him. They worship him with their eyes. Utpal. Okay, the eyes of the gopis are like lotus. And like this, they're offering this to Krishna, they're giving a gift to Krishna. Another meaning. Krishna himself, actually, with the lotus of his eyes, he is also worshipping gopis. So both are worshipping to each other. So beautiful description. How they worship to each other actually. Understand? Aurapa Goswami said, Archayami, Radhika Marchayami in this sloka. Rupa Goswami, he was in Tirkadamba sitting and he wrote this sloka. Vivida Kusuma Vrindotpada. Immersed in the bhav. His bhav, and his eyes full of bhav, he was saying what he was saying. How in the cave of Giriraj Govardhan, this Srimati Radhika was manifesting a beautiful form. Srimati Radhika was so beautiful, manifesting such a beautiful form. Because today she was going to meet Govinda. Abhisarika. This is called Abhisarika Naika, means a heroine going to meet her beloved. So Srimati Radhika manifested such a beautiful form for that. She was about to go. She was going, and she was putting her hands on the shoulder of her friends, gopis. If you read the shloka about Abhisarika Naika, this shloka written by Raghunadas Goswami about Abhisarika Naika, Madhura Madhura Nisaya, this shloka. If you read this, you feel so much bliss. So the place is completely illuminated by the rays of the moon. And first, actually what happens, Srimati Radhika, she's like molten gold. And she can even defeat the rays of the moon. The moonlight. It's a Purnima night, so everything is illuminated by the rays of the moon. In the month of Chaita, this is the description. In the month of Chaita, almost all the cold is over, and little breeze is coming, like a nice breeze. So together, cold and also hot together, and also this kind of breeze coming at night time. So the shloka says, Madhura Madhura Nisaya, means Madhumas means month of Chaita, and also Vaishakha month in Chaita. These 2 months is called Madhumas. It's beginning of spring, and it was nighttime, evening time. So the rays of the moon, they were illuminating everything. And Srimati Radhika, how she was going to meet her beloved. Abhisarika Naika, how she was going. There was a special sake, for example, Rupa Manjari, Rati Manjari. In the case, Raghunadas Goswami wrote this sloka. So, like Srimati Radhika was putting her hand on the shoulder of this special friend, like Rati Manjari, Rupa Manjari. And she was going to meet her beloved, and Srimati Radhika was so anxious to meet him. Utkanthit. She could not even walk properly, Srimati Radhika, because she was so immersed in so many bhavs. She was walking forward, and she was almost near the Kunja, because Kunja indicated somehow that where the meeting that day would be in the Keshav Kunj, because Krishna, he was indicating how he was putting his hand again and again on his hair, on Kesh in his hair, like Krishna was doing like this. So Gopis understood, today we'll meet our beloved Krishna in the Keshava Kunj. Or also sometimes Krishna takes one green leaf, and like playing with a green leaf in his hand. This is also an indication that the meeting will be in Harit Kunja. If you go to Vrindavan, there is the Harit Kunj. Hari means green. Harit Kunj. So so beautiful is Madhumas. Midnight, Shrimati Radhika going. And the gopis, what did they do? Lalita Devi taught to do that. They put the white cloth in Shrimati Radhika's wear. She wore a white cloth. Nothing black. Whatever she was using, everything was white. Everything was white. She was using everything white. And also, they were putting the karpur, the camphor in Shrimati Radhika's body. Because, you know, this glow of the molten gold that comes from Shrimati Radhika's body, this effulgence is so much. It looks like just a golden doll walking. Because it's so brilliant, like effulgence, so much glow. There's so much effulgence of Shrimati Radhika, like molten gold effulgence. And so beautiful and so much illuminates all the directions. Looks like one doll made of gold. Golden doll is walking. Understand? Everybody looks, like, puts their eyes on her because she illuminates all the directions. So the Sakis, what do? They put the Karpura Bhusha. They put in there on her body some camphor. That the camphor is like a little bit like to avoid a little bit of this effulgence, so that people not attract and like looking Shrimati Radhika. Like for example, want to take a picture, these rays of the sun sometime coming, then you put something to stop the rays of the sun, so that the photo will not become black, you know, because of the rays of the sun, you know, some barrier for the rays of the sun. So this camphor is also like trying to block her effulgence a little bit. And then the Sakis, Larita, teach Mataradhika, teach her, don't smile. When you walk, don't smile. Because sometimes some Saki, when they are walking, the Saki which Mataradhika is like leaning on, maybe she'll say something that makes Shrimati remember the previous meeting, and maybe Shrimati will laugh and smile. If she laughs, smile, not only one moon, but this, because you know Shrimati has 32 teeth. No, but it's 22 or 32? 22. How many teeth? 32. 32. So 32 teeth. So beautiful, it looks like 32 moons. And on top of the teeth, you have the gum. You know the gum, red gum. We call gum? Yeah, the gums. How is this gum of Shrimati Radhika? So much red. Means just like seeds of pomegranate. So moons down means her teeth, and up this gum is just like pomegranate seeds. So beautiful. You know pomegranate seeds, have you seen? Also the shape also. Just like a teeth also. But by seeing this, maybe some parrot can come and thinking it's food, this pomegranate seed of gum of Shrimati Radhika. Maybe will like bite you, like try to, because each teeth of Shrimati Radhika, of her lotus face, is so beautiful, so beautiful. And so the Saki is saying, don't laugh or smile while you're walking, because if sometimes you laugh, it's difficult to stop, to avoid the smile. Then you put your cloth on your mouth, you cover your smile or laugh, you cover your laughter. But still, the lotus face of Shrimati Radhika, whiteness, the whiteness of the teeth of Shrimati Radhika is so white. Even with the karpura, the camphor, this, how to cover that? This coming out this effulgence so much. Sometimes